Alright, everybody, this is Vaughn Grayson with Slaguth and the Doug. I'm bringing to you another riveting episode from our week-long trials here to release an episode every day. This is part 28, part 2 of that series. And once again, this game starts out pretty much like every other game we do. Not much has changed. You can see Dougum in blue up at the top, Slaguth in green down at the right, and I'm still in my fabulous purple down at the bottom.
You sure it's not lavender?
It's purple. It might be.
Or
it might
fuchsia, or whatever
no,
that thing is.
Fuchsia is more of a reddish color. It could be. This could be puce though. I don't know. But that might be too blue. I think puce is too blue.
Discussing tactics.
Well, as you know, there we go. First Air Scout, like always. Nothing's changed.
I mean, I'm still going air, Doug's still going naval.
The unique thing about this game is, though, that I'm nuke rushing, which is why my base looks absolutely pathetic.
Also, if any of you are keeping track of this, you'll notice that our builds at the beginning vary slightly because we're still somewhat getting our heads around the economy of SupCom 2. And there were a number of games, I don't remember exactly which ones, but Slaguth and I both were having, crashing our economy really early. Yep, I'm pausing my naval factory, so I'm pretty sure this is the one where I was crashing myself early, because I was, pushing too many research stations too fast or something like that.
Why would you pause the factory? Once you start the building, the resources have already been taken.
No, but the building things itself.
Oh, well,
yeah,
but it looks like it's
still...
It looks like it's still being built.
No, it finished building,
yeah,
but
what's that large white
That's
cube?
the pause symbol.
That's the pause.
Why would they make the pause larger than the building itself?
Because that's why. The best reason. I think it's funny that it shows up on the replay, too. So, there are the Air Scouts being completely unchallenged.
Yeah, we're seeing air at our outer bases already. Looks like my mass extractor is, or was under attack previously. They're sending out bomber runs, and the Dugum really doesn't have a lot of anti-air at this point.
Nope.
So
my door's wide open. This is one of my poorer... Hey, I will freely admit this was one of my poorer builds, because Yellow has their Navy out already, and I should have my Navy out at about the same time he does. I've corrected since this game.
I think poorer build is an understatement. This is about the worst game we've had in a while. I mean, not even challenging the air. The air is just doing what it wants.
Hey, I'm popping some of those.
There's buildings just going down.
Yeah, the bombers are surviving way too long over Dugum's base. The gunships just completely obliterated my northern base coming along.
I'm starting to build fighters, but, it's a case of too little, too late. I should have probably built a land factory, spat out a couple anti-air once I saw that the AI was favoring air. Even though I have a set naval roll, I still want to adjust a little bit based on what the AI throws at me, since I'm one of the shields in the front.
They frequently go for air, even if their end strategy is something else.
Exactly.
Looks like Dugum's seeing naval over near his naval base. He's probably about to lose that building.
The naval base.
Base?
Little southern twang there. Yeah, but I have nothing to push back that Navy except for a couple ships, which are not long for this world, because I think this is a Cybran Navy.
Because it's UEF versus Cybran!
Yep, so the UEF cruisers are anti-air ships and cruise missile launchers. They are not anti-ship ships, so they just get raffle stomped.
Are those even cruisers, though? Or are they just those crap subs that we can build? And
you can tell because it was a dome and not a bolt. Bowls are subs, domes are surface ships.
Well, either way, you got raffle stomped.
Oh yeah.
Now
both of us are taking
heavy air.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gunships and bombers
and
in
those
combination.
Fighter bombers are a nuisance because they attack land and air, so it makes them a little tougher to handle.
The gunships are usually more lethal because they shoot from underneath the shields.
I don't have shields except for the ones in my factories.
Yeah.
Which is probably
so
a bad
we're not.
thing. It is a big chunk of research to get to the shields, so it just you have to plan.
Yeah, this is a Cybran Navy because now it's walking up on land and coming at us from behind. Huge air coming from my other outpost. Going for my commander now.
It also bears reminding that the Cyber Navy doesn't start off with the ability to walk around. They have the research to it.
Well, it
So
doesn't
they're
take
ahead of
very
us
long
in
anyway.
research
Yeah.
too.
Except for me. But my research points get sunk. It costs 16 research points just to get the ability to build the nuke silo. And so I think I've got it up. It's probably just building its nuke right now. I waited until I had 2. I haven't seen any launch yet. I don't know what the hell that is. It's flying. Oh, that's the nuke silo launching
Tactical
missiles. Yeah, not actual nukes.
Oh, so it just does that?
Yeah.
Ooh, handy.
Well, that was the only thing that protected Slaguth in
There
one of the
are
games.
dedicated tactical missile launchers for the Aeon. And the bases also, of course, launch tactical
the factories
missiles.
do. They just have sucky range.
Yeah, I think the
nuke silo does a
the
pretty good
dedicated
job,
tactical missile launcher is pretty good.
Cool.
But
And there goes Orange building mass points on your doorstep again.
Yep.
They're so cheap.
I mean, I've got tactical missiles taking out his shield generators that he's putting out in the middle, but I really can't deal. Well, I've got navies on my front doorstep now,
Those boats are a pain in the ass to deal with.
and
'cause
I don't
they're-
think I have anything shooting at it.
No,
Nope.
there's absolutely nothing
I mean,
shooting back.
They have
Except
long range.
I've got my bases shooting tactical missiles, and that's it.
Yeah, that's about it. Because like those boats are hard to deal with because they have long range and they have high damage. They don't have as much armor.
The
as,
only
like, you
way to
have
truly
boats.
stop
See,
them is
I
with
think
artillery pieces.
They've walked in close enough that my point defense can shoot them now. But I'm still really. I mean, look at the navy that's coming up now. There's no way I can hold that off.
The hunkered short-range artillery is the most effective way of dealing with these land-walking ships, but that's another tech tree entirely different, or another tech path in the structure tree from shields themselves. So if you've only gone to shields, you're not getting the short-range artillery for another 6 points.
Yep, this was the game where I actually built a land factory and started building dedicated anti-air units because I was getting so pissed off at this constant aerial barrage. My naval mission has been almost completely forgotten by this point.
Which basically means GG from the start for us. Because
Yep.
we're behind. We're now super far behind in research. And there
Okay.
goes the Dugum!
Oh!
Killed by air.
Yep.
At least it wasn't 3 artillery shells this time.
Slightly less embarrassing.
And now,
we were
of
at least
course,
killed by a legitimate army.
everything's focusing now on me. Yes, the navy.
Look at all your
walked-
artillery chasing that one unit. I think that might be an engineer.
Well, it's probably the only thing in range.
Yeah.
That's the problem with the short range artillery is that it's exactly that. It's short range artillery, and the boats move around enough that they'll just walk right out of it.
Yep. The Cybern boats move a bit quick on land compared to SupCom 1.
Well, they're actually a couple of their boats almost seem to be faster than general land units, which is not a glaring
I
balance
think
issue.
there is a research bonus to their speed that you can purchase.
Well, either way.
Hey, look, there's a nuke.
Yeah, and there
Okay.
goes.
This is with me
On
about to
orange.
die. I think they managed.
Boom!
Okay.
Go! And of course, I'm probably screaming like a madman.
been defeated.
And then I nuked him again just because I didn't think the first one was gonna work.
Yeah, because the nuke has to travel all the way
And
across the
then
map. That's
there
all
I
the
go.
travel time.
Yeah, now Slag gets done. I do have some long-range artillery going, but it's 2 pieces, and it's not gonna hold off what's coming.
And it looks like they're shelling the base, the little mini base that
Well,
Yell built north of mine.
They have the opportunity to build up or start shooting a bunch before I can get back to them and tell them where to shoot.
Yep. Oh, hey, there you go.
Yeah.
What happened to you?
Is air maybe?
I don't know. I think I just died. I gave up.
Oh, is this the one where you control Cade yourself?
I think I did.
Okay.
I think I just left the game because it was 2v1. I didn't have a base. I had 2 long-range artillery pieces and a nuke silo.
And the giant navy of walking doom
Yeah,
was
I
coming.
think
You had
that-
nothing to stand
Because
against that.
he scouted me with a plane right there at the end, and once the scout came in, it was like, oh, well, it's all of 30 seconds before they come and ruffle my face.
Yeah, and it wouldn't take too long for the AI to build anti-nukes either.
Well, they're probably already up.
Yeah.
Once the first one hits, they immediately start building it. Like, there's almost no question about it.
Yeah.
So either way, the nuke rush killed a person. Too bad both the teammates died. But
Yeah.
that's kind of what that's the general premise for the nuke rush, is to try and even the score by just taking out a player or two for them. We do have matches where it works more effectively. I forget if those weren't in the lost file, so
This is one of our early
those are coming up. There's
semi-successes.
much better fireworks to come.
Yeah. Yeah, don't worry. We do better. I promise.